Baby, I'm getting tore up astrologically. And I know I'm not the only one. So let's see what this Mercury retrograde in Aries is going to give the rising signs. Aries rising. Mercury retrograde is going to be in your first house of self. This is going to be a great time to reassess, like, how have I been showing up in the world and how am I being perceived by others with this newfound identity with self, and understand that everything that we want in life and everything that we need to seek out is already within us. We just have to tap in, okay? Aries risings, I want you to ask yourself, how have you been tapping back into yourself, and how have you been giving yourself that necessary self-love and self-care? Prioritize yourself and your thoughts. And if you haven't been doing the work, just know that those themes are bound to come up again. Taurus rising. Taurus rising, you're going to have Mercury retrograde in your 12th house of isolation, fear, hidden enemies. You could be reassessing some mental blocks that you've had that have been hindering you from the past. Pay close attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? They could give you hidden messages of what area you need to go down or what path you need to go down. You might need to reassess getting back into your spiritual practices, or why you're just so, against getting into your spiritual practices, and really lean into the why and really assess how your thoughts have created your reality and how you've acted back in the day. But now we're coming into this new perception of self, and how this concept of self will ultimately bring you into a new reality. Gemini rising. This retrograde is going to be in your 11th house of networks, social circles, and friends. You could be reassessing the social circles that you're around or the friendships that you fostered. And you might be thinking, like, are these the people that are aligning with my hopes, wishes, and wants? And are these the people that I want to have around me continuously? There might be a dire conversation to be had. Leo rising. Mercury retrograde is going to be in your 9th house of travel, of philosophy. There might be a need to reassess your travel or educational plans. Double check to see if all ends are solid. You might even be reassessing your beliefs, and now you have these new perspectives about life, about philosophy, and you want to share them, and how these philosophies are shaping your new perspective. Cancer rising. Mercury retrograde is going to be in your 10th house of career, of reputation, of long-term goals. You might be asking yourself, is this career path or is this career that I'm in really aligning with who I am today or who I want to become? Do I have a career that allows me to be my most authentic self? You might even want to start looking for other opportunities. And all I'm going to say is, when it comes to career, do the career that you know that you would love, that you can do all the time, that gives you the most ample amount of energy, not the most money. I know. I spilled a little bit. Virgo rising. This is going to be in your 8th house of occult sciences, of merging, of contracts, of divorce. So you could be really reassessing the contracts that you have with others, maybe the hidden contracts that you've made with others, wink. You might even really be reassessing how you've been showing up when it comes to intimacy with others, and shaping the story that you've had that really spins into your favor, and with this new perspective about yourself, to put you at the highest priority. Libra rising. I feel like Libra risings have just been going through it. Like, I just want to say a little prayer for y'all, because I know it's just been rough. It's been rough. As a Venusian girly, yeah, I had to really lock the fuck in. Oops. But this is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, and the other. You could be reassessing your thoughts and behaviors around relationships and how you act and in response to relationships. Thinking about the relationships that you have with others are ultimately mirroring the relationship that you have with self. How have you been honoring yourself in relationships or lack thereof? Scorpio rising. This is going to be in your 6th house of routines, wellness, health, and just overall routines with daily practice. You're going to reassess your daily habits and the rituals that you do on a daily basis that make you return back to self. How have you been establishing a healthy work-life balance? How have you been in service to others at a cost to yourself, at a cost to your own well-being? Prioritize declutter in all forms, physical, mental, and emotional, during this time. Sagittarius rising. This is going to be in your 5th house of creativity, of romance, of children. You're going to be reassessing how you have been prioritizing fun and creativity, or the lack thereof. Think about things that you like doing that just give you that ultimate childlike innocence and that ultimate childlike spirit that don't have a lot of thought around them. You just like doing it just because you like doing it. Think of ways that you can be creative to yourself and have that romance around your life for yourself. Capricorn rising. This is going to be in your 4th house of home, family, roots. This could be a great time thinking back about your family relationships and the dynamics and how they have shaped you and shaped this version that you believe you are and now growing into a new version of yourself. Perhaps old conversations with family reemerge. You could be going back and visiting your childhood home or just having this overall sense of nostalgia. How can you make this new place that you've built feel like home? Aquarius rising is going to be in your third house of communication, siblings, peers, and cousins. This could be a great time of assessing all forms of communication. Maybe communication with your peers or just daily communication on your route and in daily life. How have you been showing up in your local environment? How have you been inserting yourself in everyday communication? And how those early experiences with communication has shaped you in a negative or a positive way? Pisces rising. This is going to be in your second house. Come on, money. This could be a really great time to reassess your values and how you have been really valuing yourself or you haven't been valuing yourself. And how have these values been aligning with the person that you are becoming now or not? What are some opportunities that you want to attract that will really reflect your new value system and will ultimately bring you that money that you seek and that you desire and that you deserve? How can we reassess our value that we place on monetary things? And knowing that who you are is far greater than any monetary value. Y'all, let me know what comes up during the time and let me know if this has resonated with you. And if you want a personal reading, hit me in my email, goldenflamehealing@gmail.com for inquiry.